There's that. There's our Luris. And mulligan. Let's try this. Grab Brave to the grave. Exactly the game plan. Opponent didn't reveal Luris, which makes me sad. Hmm. Okay, we're facing burn, baby. Is there a crab scape shift deck? I've tried that. It doesn't work as well as you would hope. Watching until the wife gets home. Alright, watching and playing Minecraft, I'm assuming, knowing you. I should fetch while they don't have mana. I'll get an island here. Take as little damage as possible. Hoping the burn player doesn't have yet another burn spell. Yeah. I kind of figured that might end up being the case. Lots of burn from opponent here. Meanwhile, we're going to draw land. Put Luris to hand and pass the turn. Goblin Guide, combat. Rah. That's an aggressive start. Field of Ruins. All we've drawn this game is lands. It wasn't meant to be. Apparently not. Field of Ruins, save targets. Yield. And get rid of their white source. Because I know that burn does not play. Basic planes. Hold off on Luris one more turn here. Or we can Luris, crab, and land for turn. Down to 21 they go. Down to 19 they go. Drown in the Lock is what's on top. Use crab as a blocker there to save ourselves some life. And they skewer. Skewer and Suspended Rift Bolt. And another skewer. So effectively dead if we don't hold up this Drown in the Lock. So if we go Luris, crab, play land, we're tapped out of all of our colors. Except for one. Opponent's at 34 cards in deck. They'd be at 31 after the land drop. Yep. I mean, I feel like we need to run out Luris here as a blocker, and if we're running out Luris, might as well get the value off the crab. And we'll play out the Polluted Delta. We can't really fetch with the Delta here. Because if they have a burn spell in hand, we'd be dead. Assuming Rift Bolt hits Luris. Yep. They draw. They've got 2 cards. If it's 2 burn spells, we lose. We need, like, Hideous Laughter off the top. Okay. A Helix or Crab. Feel that's strictly incorrect. Archive Trap is only 13. Need something more than that. Tasha's. There we go. Tasha's our best bet. Down to 2 we go. Upkeep, we draw Tasha. Tasha for 30? Nope. 11. Cool. What were those 11? Eidolon, 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 Skewer, Riftbolt, Riftbolt. Ouch. That hurt. Okay. Burn, huh? Crypt Incursion isn't terrible. Push isn't bad. Surgical Extraction is awful. Okay. Spooky. Yep. So we could... Guess EE is not terrible. Crypt Incursion isn't bad. Push is fine. Drown Encounters are good. Tasha's is mediocre, but they're burn. I doubt they're going to have any shuffle effect. We just need a more spell heavy mill versus crab heavy mill. 1 lander. Can't keep. We can keep this. Keep this. Bottom of Visions. As we go, Island Pass. Okay, Riftbolt suspended. So not super creature heavy from them. Prismatic Vista. It's us our island. Which means we'll have cycle Fractured Sanity into Fractured Sanity. Well, we're not going to be casting this first one. This fetch for an island. Blue, blue, cycle. Opponent mills 4. Hey, look, a Blood Moon. Interesting choice by opponent. Cast the Sanity here. Yeah, Eidolon. Opponent goes to 19 cards in graveyard. Roiling Vortex and Blood Moon, huh? Left in the paths. Interesting. Down to 12 we go. I'm assuming here comes like Skewer. Yep. Fatal Push. We need access to our black source here. Sure, they draw a card and lose the land. Okay with that trade. Push their Eidolon. I know, I go to 7. But I can't let that Eidolon stick around when I'm going to try to draw a lot. Hope to fade Boros Charm burns. Boros Charm Lightning Bolt. What we're trying to dodge here. See, currently we gain 1, 2. We only gain 6 off of this Crypt Incursion. Obero. That's unfortunate. Only 6, huh? And another Eidolon. Okay. Hmm. Hurts, but we gain back the life. Try to hit just as many as possible here. Grab ourselves our last swamp. And then Crypt Incursion them. Only hit Eidolon. Only hit the creatures that we killed. Unfortunate. Didn't mill over anymore. Well, there's a Swift Spear. How lovely for them. Let me guess. Now Lightning Helix on the crab? Prismatic Ending on the crab. Just as good. Now they hit for 4. Guide reveals drown. Okay. So we're about to get into a top deck war against Burn. This puts us in an interesting position. So 1, 2, 3, lures to hand. 1, 2, 3, lures to field plus crab. And nope, they exiled the crab. So we don't even have something to get back with Luris. Basically just be playing Luris as a blocker. Which, not terrible, but not phenomenal. Want this guide trigger to see what I'm drawing. Another drown. All right. And drown a goblin guide. Counter your lightning helix. We take 2. Down to 5. Burn cannot top deck a 5 spell. So let's undo that. Play our land. Put Luris to hand. Hold up drown? No. Play Luris. Probably incorrect. We'll get punished if they draw a burn spell. Eidolon. Sure. You're not swinging in with your Swift Spear? Why not? Nothing to grab in our yard. So let's drown the Eidolon. I'll go to 3. Swing, bada bada. They don't block. Down to 14, we go up to 6. Field of Ruin and field them off of white. Because this way they can't hit Boros Charm. They can Lava Spike and take us to 5. Or take us to 1. But we still gain life. Fracture or Shelldock. Laughter's probably enough to end the game. Any order there. 3 mana. Sanity. We have to swing because we dead to a burn spell. Fade it 1 time. 15 cards in deck. They go swinging. Is it Spectacle? Nope. We do manage to fade. Down to 8 and 6. Let's go ahead and try it. Exile. Exile's 14. You got 6 damage there, opponent? Nope. On to game 3. Bruh. They still had a lot, though. Okay. So they have a lot of removal. I think they have too much removal, honestly. But I still want our pushes. I want our drowns. I'm fine with the counter spells. I like the crypt incursions. I like the EEs. Although EE's mainly going on 1, which hurts us. I can see taking out the EEs and bringing in Test of Talents here as a way to hit and exile burn spells. Since Engineer's going on 1. Yeah, we'll try it. Probably incorrect. 67. We're going with we're going with the greater game plan. We'll keep this. It's a bit on the slow side, but it's got a push and a Test of Talents. So between the push and the test, that'll hopefully be a decent amount, and then the Tasha's will hopefully start us pretty well here. This Swift Spear sounds good. Gets in for 1, and then we're gonna push this. I don't know. Do we hold the push for the Eidolon? I feel like we probably want to hold push for Eidolon. We'll shock in the Watery Grave, though. Delta. That's a nice card. Shock and pass. Goblin Guide. Guide shows us an archive trap. Cool. Push the guide out of the way. Take one. Draw that. Play an Obero. Pass the turn. Opponent kept a one-lander. Rift Bolt is exiled. Interesting choice. Watery Grave tapped here. I would say we get blown out by Blood Moon, but they've got a couple of turns before Blood Moon. Okay, their hand is Spike, Path, Rip, and a Roiling. Okay. Exiles, all three are selected, right? Nothing new is in here. All right, nothing new. And then they have Spike, Vortex. Yeah, they get one more damage. We effectively gained 12 life there. All right. They do this, and let me guess. Rest in Peace is what they play. Sure. It is indeed a rip. Now we're going to get hit for 3. Visions is now just a cycle. That's fine. Keep blah, 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 blah. Let me draw. Ooh. Interesting. So another hand, Spike and Vortex. Let's get our free cast out of the way before Vortex can come down. Do this. Get ourselves an island here. Cast for 0. Target them. They Lava Spike us. Is fine. Not really, but we can't really stop it. Down to 9 we go. Down to 7 from attacks. Bolts us. All right. Down to 3. Cycle of Visions. See a delta. That's concerning. Okay, Crab here's fine. I mean, we're 3's dead to any burn spell, so might as well go down to 2. Now they've got that much left. That's fractured. Yeah. 20 cards left in their deck. We need to fade a burn spell. Rolling Vortex is not a burn spell. Okay, we go to 1. Yep. That might do it. Bounce Obero, replay Obero, mill them for 6. Blue, blue, blue. Tasha's hit for 13. Yes. 1 health, baby. Got there against Burn. Better lucky than good, is what they said. Exile 60, bud. Congrats on finally beating me. Have I ever faced this man before? Reveal Luris. And looks great, other than it seems to be missing something. Nope. Down to 5. Unfortunate. We can keep bottom counter spell, and they didn't reveal a Luris, so I don't. Well, bottom the EE. Steam vents tapped. Okay. Makes me think some form of creature deck. Or blue-red monkey type thing. Nope. Okay, so probably 4 color. Alright. Mill for 4. We see what looks to be a Footfalls deck. Okay. Archive Trap. We'll Shell Dock here. Hideaway, hold up Counterspell or Fractured Sanity here. Put Visions underneath. Any order for those is fine. This way we hold up Interaction. In case they try to do something, they just cycle a Triome. That's fine. Shocked in Esteem Vents. So Violent Outburst is instant speed. We'd be got by that. I still think it's right to cycle. Okay. This crab. Subtlety. Just to put that on bottom. Okay, we've hit a good amount of their Cascade cards there. Fetch, you know you want to. Thank you. We've hit 1, 2, 3 of them. Yuri, huh? I'd like to mill you for 13. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 Footfalls? So Footfalls probably isn't how they're winning at this point. Sad Crab had to go away. A fatal push, huh? Can't push a Fury. So... go Swamp Luris to hand. Because we can go Luris, Crab, Field. Turns on the visions. Unless they have... Violent Outburst cascades into their last crushing footfalls. Yeah, make your rhinos. Okay. 18. We'll go ahead and fetch here. Get ourselves a swamp. Yes, I know we can't vision off of the swamp, but we can go for the push. On a rhino. Turns them both sideways. Luris has done his job. Down to 8 we go. Grab. Field opponent. Petty thefts our crab. All right. Play out the crab. Pass the turn. Have to block Fury here. We take 4. One's got 9 left in library. Any mill spell off the top? Darn. All right, they get us game 1. We almost got there. We needed just a little bit more action. Wow. Even with our draw 3, we would have not hit anything. We'd have 4 more life. Okay. But nothing too scary. So, like, they run enough creatures with the Stomps and the Brazen Borrowers and the Shardless Agents and the Subtlety. I like Crypt Incursion here. EE, we can take away. It feels a bit wrong. Surgical on a Footfalls is just too good to not keep Surgical in here. Test seems interesting. I like the idea of test over laughter, because a lot of their spells are greater than 3, because that's how their entire deck has to work with the cascade. So these Tashas are pretty bad, which makes the fatal push kind of bad too. Yeah, I think that this is how we're gonna. Do I want Echoing Truth or Set Adrift? Probably. It's gonna be difficult to deal with their things, and we'll shave one more laughter there. Keep in one just in case they've got some shuffle effect, and we need to try to hit it with the laughter. Do this. Take Luris as our companion. Now we've got turn 1 crab. But that's it. Meh. We'll try it. It's not great. Gemstone Caverns. From our opponent. They exiled a crashing... Okay. Interesting choice. Ruin Crab. Sure. Turn 1 mystic... Technically turn 0. Turn 0 mystical dispute from opponent. Alright. Gotta say, was not expecting that one. Crab. No evoked subtlety? Fury, and a big old card. I don't even know what it does. Oh, dead and gone. And Blood Moon. Sure. I'm not too afraid of a Blood Moon right now. Mainly because I need land drops anyway. We're gonna just pass here. Stomping Ground is fine. Let us cycle here. Okay, not great, not great. Wow. Fury? Yep. Fury hits Ruin Crab. Makes sense. 4 damage to the crab. Poor crab. He didn't do nothing. Yes, we can't draw land to save her life. Cycle the sanity, because I seriously just need lands at this point. Wow. Wow. 22. So 20 of these 45 cards are lands. Almost half at this point are lands. We take 6. Taps down the island. Gonna try to ice me like that, opponent. Yeah. Watery Grave. Okay, well. If we get another land here. We'll have Echoing Truth plus Drown on the Fury. Bit unfortunate that that's going to be how we have to do it. Island. Can't play crab. Have to just land pass. Try on the inside. Okay, they fetch and probably replay Blood Moon. That's my guess here, is that they go for the... We turned on their line. Archive trap you. Okay, endurance, huh? 3 of them. All right. Now they replay Blood Moon. Yep. I knew what I was doing. But I still had to go for it. Now they cascade into 2 cards and crashing. Pretty great by them. We need Swamp off the top. Nope. So, I mean, we play out Crab here. We block. We have a 1 more turn. If they have a way to bounce this Crab or tap it, we lose. They don't. So, losing because we can't draw lands to save our life. Fire. Opponent, you could have fired or iced my Crab. You did not have to fire my face. 1-1. Reveal our Luris. A Luris deck. And we've got Fractured and Hideous and a Visions. Let's go. We keep this. We keep this. They mulligan to 5. This might be Hammer. Meaning ideally I want like a push off the top. I'd like to try the deck with Laughter and E. Laughter's not much, is it? It might be much in online. I don't know. I know EE is like 30 online. So it is Hammer. Good to note. We're in trouble. We are in some serious trouble. This, we draw land. Where were all these lands last game? Dark Slick pass. Hope they don't have Hammer as their last card. Okay, they turn it sideways. Hammer was their last card. So we take 11 here. Visions, we draw push. Okay, that's good enough for me. Land a 2-mana Stoneforge. Stoneforge can go get hammer, and then they can try to flash in hammer. Push the Memnite. They play out hammer and equip it right away. Feel that's incorrect. We have to try to well, it doesn't have trample. And they have no cards in hand. So crab, Vista, this, and save targets. Always yield. This, fetch, island. Now we have cycle, fractured sanity, followed by hideous, which should be enough. We cycle, they mill 4. Second hideous. We have to block. Push off the top. Push. Land. All right. Well, time to roll the dice. Does this hideous hit for 41? Nope. 31. 10 short. So, anything to worry about? No. They're seeing what their last 10 cards were. So they just had the absolute insane turn 1 and turn 2. Okay. So facing hammer, EE, crypt, push, thirst. All come in. Surgicals. Well, counterspell's extremely hard to pull off. We're taking out counterspell. Circles as well, pretty good. Hideous is fantastic. Fractured is meh. It's a bit hard to cast. We'll shave on a fractured and like we're gonna get blown out when they just randomly have a shuffle effect and they don't reveal the Luris here. But that's just a risk I'm gonna have to take. Like, I mean, one Tasha still hits it, right? Okay, so they don't have a shuffle effect because they can still reveal their Luris. Yeah, we keep this. A Ruin Crab and a Hercule's Recall. Crab and pass turn. And plain drum, sure. Plain drum this Memnite? Oh, no aid? Nice, no aid. Like seeing that. I really like seeing that push. Shotgun, get rid of a hammer. Nice. Double white. Paladin? I guess would be Paladin. Hammer attempts to equip. No. I don't want that card sticking around if I can avoid it. Agent Crab. Do this, do that. Save targets and yield. Opponent's got 10 in yard. We've got a Hercules. I'd say we're sitting pretty. Red. Look at the top 4 cards. You may reveal an artifact and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom. Okay. What does the whenever? Whenever one or more, put a +1/+1 counter. And only once a turn? Okay. It goes Stoneforge. That's fine. This is reveal, right? So they didn't reveal an artifact. But they did get a hammer there. This we draw Field of Ruin. Card seems pretty nutso. This island. Mainly because if they don't do anything, we're great. We have a Visions. If they try to do something, we have a Hercules. Sigard is aid? Sure. You can aid. We're buffing that one. We would like 2 Visions. We're not going to Hercules because they've got plenty of mana floating. And that is a pretty good one. Three Luris into hand. Sounds decent. Push. Crab. Yeah, we'll go this. Pay the 2. Mill them for a good chunk. Black, blue, EE. We're just going to do EE on 1 here. Yes, it hurts us, but it makes it so that way they want to try to go for a 2. And then we can recall if they go Luris into, say, they try Luris here and now they try to do that. We now Hercules. And they misplayed. There's a Memnite. you. Luris to hand. Go get ourselves a black source. They have 8 cards left in their deck. The problem is this hammer is going wherever we don't block. So we block the most damage as possible. Hammer comes down. How much do they commit to the board state? Blow her up. We take 2. One's got 2 cards in hand. 6 cards in deck. Mill spell wins it, else we can go Luris. Okay. You're an artifact short here still. Oh, because they had the drum. Wow. Okay. So, Luris. Interesting. So, all of these for black and blue. Drop down our Luris here. Now the question is... EE on 1 to just pop everything again. Or crab plus land. Crab plus land makes it so that way... No, it's EE on 1. Engineered on 1, pass the turn. Okay, they equip to the Stoneforge. It's fine. Luris can't do things at instant speed from the graveyard. They probably don't swing with Luris. Now that we've got something that can block it. Yeah. Plays a hammer. Sure. And draws a card. And hammers up wherever. Hammers up their Luris. Stoneforge. You have 4 cards left in your deck. I doubt you have another hammer. Yeah. Bobble. Sure. Field of Ruin. And play that out and pass the turn. They have me on a 4-turn, yeah, 4-turn clock because of this drown. Oh, buddy. You just lost by cracking that bauble. Unless you have more damage in your deck. Okay. They severely cut their chances there. Go ahead and just drown the pure steel. Down to 9 I go. Second pure steel, sure. Bobble, sure. All right. Yeah. And say this is only 5. So what were we gonna draw? that would be why. All right. They knew that they were dead to that. So I like the Hercules, I like the EE, I like the Crypts, I like the Pushes, I like the Blood Chiefs. The Soul Guide doesn't seem awful here. In case they try to do that Luris stuff again. I feel we should just be able to deal with Luris when we have 9 pieces of removal, though. It's mainly just getting to that point. Let's take out a trap and bring in a Sanity. Because we're not really activating Archive Trap against them. Unless they're searching with Stoneforge. $63. All right. They brought in some extra spice. But they still reveal a Luris. And this is a snap keep of a hand against them. One mulligans to 5, mulligans to 4, mulligans to 3. At 3, you're having a hard time winning. All right. Plains Pass. I mean, we're going Dark Slick into Crab. We'll hold Crab for a turn. They don't have hand removal. Ink Moth. Ingenious. Sounds good. See what they reveal. Mistress Bobble. Go ahead and just push that out of the way. And just as few as creatures as possible. That's just how this is going to be played. Ruin Crab. Vista, mill them for 3. Do this, get an island, mill them for 3, play out a Hedron Crab. Pass the turn. Crab Rave, let's go. And there's a Saga, baby. And a Stoneforge? Yeah. What, goes and gets Hammer? Yep. Hammer is A-okay with us. It's interesting. Well, that kind of just tells us exactly what we're doing here. And this, go like so, save targets and yield. Now we hit the Nexus. Grab ourselves a swamp. Go like that. And push away the Stone Forge. $36 in deck. 3 cards in hand. One of which is a hammer. Hmm. 2 mana Stoneforge? Sure. You tapped your Saga for that. Gets a Shadow Spear. And an aid? Okay. So their hand is legitimately 2 equipments. How nice. This. Blah blah. Hmm. Ornithopter. Sure thing. And lures to hand. Tasha's. Cool. There we go. Beating out Hammer Time with Mill. Again, pretty easy matchup if you can hit your Mill spells. We just didn't game 1. All right. And we go that way because I'm assuming Tasha's is going to hit. And if they have a shuffle effect like Gaia's Blessing and those bottom 20, it's a safe bet. They didn't have it game 2, so I wasn't expecting it. But you never know. They brought in 7 cards. Nope. Blah 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 blah. We'll try it. Bottom of the island. I'm assuming he's probably on his Jeskai Sagavan, which is always a great time. Okay, they fetch. Sacred Foundry down to 17. Let me guess. Esper Sentinel? Yep. Jeskai Sagavan, huh? This Watery Grave Shockton? Sure. This way we have a counter spell or Cycle of Fractured Sanity. Not that there's much we're afraid of on 2, but like a dashed monkey here is kind of meh. Yeah, you draw a card. Bobble. Bobbles us, sees what we're going to be drawing. Let's go ahead and just Surgical or Agavan while there's no more triggers there. So we're looking at Portable Hole, Shadow Spear, and Iteration. Anything fun here? No. Okay. Main board EE. I like it. We take our 15 like a champ. Tasha's pretty good. Tasha's number 1. Yep, opponent can draw. Hits for 29. All right. Shocked in. Blood Braid. And Springleaf. Sure. Taps her white, plays Shadow Spear. Yeah. Okay. Yep. All right. So facing Connor and his good old Jeskai Sagavan. For those who don't know Connor, he is another streamer. And knowing him, he is live right now. Because I believe he went full time. So feel free to go check him out. From what I remember, their list is a lot of 1-drops. So these all seem pretty good. We want the push, we want the thirst. Counterspell's pretty mediocre. We might bring in Test of Talents. They don't really have anything in terms of shuffle effect. But of course, knowing my luck, Connor's decided to change his sideboard and is running a shuffle effect. They are a Luris deck. So we can bring in some of these. Hideous is fine against them. They do enough fetching that Archive Trap is alive. We can shave a Sanity. Shave a Sanity, shave an EE. And yeah, we'll cut the surgical. $75 cards special. Of course. Of course he goes the 75 card special. Why wouldn't he? All right. Mulligan. I can't keep a one-lander. Well, bottom island, Field of Ruin. That was terrible. Sentinel makes sense. Well, now these Soul Guide Lanterns are probably awful. Flooding out early feels awful. So we go Delta Pass. All right. Nothing big comes in here, just one. That's fine. Second main, Scalding Tarn, they fetch. We don't have a way to deal with that. This happens. Let me guess. Iteration? Dranith Magistrate. I mean, that's fine. I don't plan on casting spells anywhere from anywhere else. Well, I say that. Technically, I do. Shelldock Isle, Hideaway. Keyword is spells, meaning I can definitely land any order. Blue-red iteration, yep. Looking for a land drop? Problem when you go 75. Swings with just the Sentinel. Misclick. Ah. Arid Mesa. Goes in. Gets a Sacred Foundry. Shocks in. Now plays out the other one. We'll push one of them. Don't let him draw two. This we hit Visions. Man, we're drawing terribly. At this point, we're just gonna Soul Guide. Hit both of these. Ba-da-ba. Man, oh man, we need redraws. So arguably, it's incorrect to play out both lanterns here. It should have been play out one lantern and Visions. That is the strictly more correct line, because we cannot use both of these Soul Guides for a draw this turn. Shattering Spree. Yeah, and now they hit the other one. Another Draenith. Sounds fine. Yes, and then we draw Sanity, huh? Yep. We'll go ahead and pay the one. Darcy's online. But there's two in yard, so... Alright, down to 12 we go. Then another Sentinel. Fantastic. Need a mill spell there? That's not a mill spell. Lantern, yes. Not gonna pay. I really need as much mana as possible here. This hit E. This we draw. Wow. Just flooding out. I just need to cycle at this point. Well, when I only hit lands. Yeah, bash the monkey. Let the monkey reveal a land. Like, I just want monkey to hit land. No. Where was that crab like 2 minutes ago? Like, our one shot is Tasha's and Tasha's hitting for 43. It's not hitting for 43. Dragon Rage Channeler. Sure. Like, it might hit for 30. Nope. All right. Cool. So, brought in 75 means that he doesn't have any effect of the sort that we need the soul guides for. So, that's fine. 58. We can bring in the EEs. EE on 1 again isn't terrible against them. We're dealing with a 75 card special though. Hmm. Hmm. Internet, stop dying, please. Would love to play first. Reveal the lures. Cut down on some cards. So, has a push. Has triple crab. We flooded last game. What's the worst that can happen? Never keep this. Don't listen to my own rules. We're keeping this strictly for the speculation of we're going to hit lands and lands only. That shocking. Hey, Stick Russ. Thank you very much for the raid. What you doing? Yeah, milling and chilling, facing Counterman right now. We just kept a one lander because we flooded out last game. So that means we're gonna flood out this game too, right? That's how this works? No, it means we're never gonna see a god dang land. And face first into a wall of hate. That's unfortunate. Yeah. My last stream was 5 control matches in a row. I mean, not really control. Jund, Sultai control, blue white shark blade, 4-color transmog, and then blue Tron. So all control-esque, but not really. Agent Crab, pass the turn. Thank you very much, man. You too. Thanks for stopping by and saying hey. Trying to play Affinity? Of course, main deck Stony Silence, right? For those who don't know, Stickball Rush streams. He's a prison, mill, and apparently now Affinity. Drew 5 sideboard cards. That's always great. Yeah, Affinity's one that I've been meaning to pick up. So they dashed in a Ragavan. I mean, hey. Collector roof. Ouch. I can't let this stick around. That does sound frustrating. We lose our crab. My god. Land. What are they? So apparently can only draw land game 2 and cannot find a land to save our life game 3. You're eh, I mean, these headphones are pretty good. They do a good job at drowning out sounds. So, I mean, ideally it's land here and then we cycle? We have to just cycle the Fractured Sanity, right? If they don't do anything. If this is a dashed monkey, we block with the Ruin Crab. Just a Darcy? Sure. I say just a Darcy. Dragon Mage Chandler is pretty good. I'ma try. There's our land. So we're gonna mill them for 3. That turns on Darcy. So we'll go ahead and push it out of the way. And then we can't do much. These visions are probably just going to be used to cycle. Alright, they can search. I'm assuming they float the 1. Yep. I don't know what this goes and gets. Like, do you needle? Okay, drum. Drum Marauder cascades into Portable Hole. Sounds good. Land off the top side. We could go EE on 1. Blow up Portable Hole and Springleaf Drum. Nice, there's our opponent. Yeah. Is this just a monkey? It is just a monkey. Land 1 time. Land. That'll work. X is 1. Let's see if opponent wants to play any more 1-drops into this Engineered Explosives. Not letting the Ragavan connect. Turns it sideways in... I mean... Yeah, declare blockers. I'm not going to be blocking with the crab anyway. Now we blow up. And see if he wants to float 1 mana using the drum and the Ragavan. But it's in blockers, so it doesn't get the mana. Okay. EE blows up, we get a crab. We take 3. Has another portable hole. Because of course they have another portable hole. this point, we just field them, make them pick a color. We need blue. We picked red. Visions to get us in this game finally. And land for turn. Archive trap. All right, and we've got lethal. Bolts us? Sure. Down to 12 we go. Need to live for 2 turns. I have a feeling we can. Down to 9. 4 in hand. Steam vents. Shocks in iteration. So dead to double bolt. Crypt Incursion off the top would be real nice. All right, gains us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gains us like 20 something here. Upkeep, we draw Drown in the Lock. Well, let's lead off on Visions, see if we can't find that Crypt Incursion. We can't, unfortunate. We'll just go Ruin Crab into Island, into this to do this. Get ourselves a swamp. And then push. $19 to go, and we've got 2 Fractured Sand. We've got 18 from our hand. Wow, I just realized. Because we can just go... Okay, that's game. Unless he has a shuffle effect. Fractured. Cycle. Land. All right. There we go. Getting it against Counterman, putting us 3-1. Positive record achieved. Hey, look at this. This hand's great. It's missing something though. Second verse, same as the first. But this one's technically keepable. We don't though. We're not keeping another one lander. Mulligan again. Can keep this. Bottom. Visions. And I guess extraction. Yeah. This, shock it in, play out the crab. No fear. Hmm. A flooded strand for our opponent. We want fetch land off the top here. That is not a fetch land. This, save targets, do this, and do that. Okay. Esper control. This Tasha's is going to be awful. They just have so many big mana cards. So Tasha's is coming out. Test of Talents is coming in. Hope you guys are enjoying this nice PowerPoint that I'm giving y'all. Watery Grave tapped. So we have 4 colors established. Esper plus red. Send in with the crab. So Crypt Incursion is not a great card. Engineered Explosives is not a great card. Hideous Laughter is not a great card. I don't know what all we have to bring in against them, though. Has the push, and we don't have the mana to drown in the lock the push. Because we need blue and black. We only have access to one or the other. It's a nice fatal push. You know, I would have expected to draw to land at this point. I can't say what we kept wasn't correct, because it definitely was. But, like, there we go. I guess what, 1, 2, 3, 4 turns to draw 1 land? So now we have up drown. We're not going to try to Tasha's here because they have Cryptic Command. No. And they do that. Oh, it wasn't a Jace bait? Or I mean a Teferi bait? Nice. We're actually trying to just find things. Paying costs. Esper Charm, draw 2. Try to counter your draw. Just don't want the control player gaining advantage here. I'd rather compete on an even board. And Jace the Mind Sculptor. That's a card. Do they Brainstorm or Fate Seal? If I was them, I'd start Fate Sealing. Yep. They did not like the card. Good to note. Hedron Crab. Land. Mill opponent. And try to cut them off of white here. Probably unsuccessfully, but it's worth a try. Crypt Incursion now gains us some life. Opponent's got half their deck left. And black goes for the push here, I'm assuming. Yeah. Fate Seals. Card's not good enough, apparently. Because they kept it on top. What are we drawing here? Land? Push. Makes sense to keep that on top. Now is when they're running Thoughtseize. Fate Seals yet again. Did not like the card. They have 5 cards in hand. I'm assuming these are going to be counterspell type stuff. Not going to play the Lurrus. I'm going to just try to mill them out. Yep. So Test of Talents is definitely coming in here. Crypt Incursions pushes out. Set Adrift, Echoing Truth. Those are 4 that we want. Can even see bringing in a Blood Chief's Thirst. So we've got 4 to 5 to take out and 4 to 5 to bring in. All right. This is fine. I put the card on top. Meaning it's not that great for us. Is it push number 3? Paying costs. Okay. It's a land. Try to resolve our Lurrus. Assuming this is just going to eat a counter spell. But if it doesn't. Yeah. Sounds good. And is the ult here? Okay, ult's 12. They opt. And so we've got effectively 3 dead cards. 1 live card that's never resolving against them. Because they're just going to Fate Seal us into oblivion here. Card went to the bottom. Meaning card was good. Field of Ruin. Well, we're not going to be able to get there. I'm assuming they have counter magic. Cryptic, counter draw, cool. All right, let's get these dead cards out of here. And let's bring in tests. Echoing. Set Adrift. Blood Chief. I guess we'll go ahead and bring in the Extirpate. Nah. I don't like so. Come on, control opponent. It's supposed to take forever in a day. Okay. Hercules isn't good against them. Pushes, again, aren't going to be good against the Esper control deck like that. Crypts, definitely not. We're going to get punished if they have shuffle effect, but we do have the... Okay. Okay, here we go. Finally, a keepable start. This Ruin Crab pass turn. Polluted Delta. That's pretty great for us. Play our own Polluted Delta. Hey, get rid of a push. Water Grave, Shocked In, so that we have out Drown. And now after they fetch, Archive Trap and Divisions is online. They didn't fetch. Okay, they're fetching here. Watery Grave. Tapped. Colonnade tapped. And step, I would like to Archive Trap you, opponent. Neat. Would like to Visions and draw 3. Cool. Like to Archive Trap again. Well, time to get blown out by a shuffle effect. Opponent concedes. Okay. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to Archive Trap them a third time there. Run it back. Hope to get another bonkers hand like that. And so they conceded, meaning that they probably don't have a shuffle effect. We can keep greedier hands. I don't think we can keep this greedy of a hand, though. This we can keep. We can keep bottom swamp. Sure, they fetch. Here to party. Hey, Caustic, how you doing? Sadly, my internet's kicking the bucket, so I'm dropping frames left and right. Have fun with the PowerPoint presentation you're getting on that end. But I will be uploading this to YouTube where it will be nice and clean. So if you want to check it out later, it won't be so stuttery. Watery Grave tapped here. Just got back from your LGS. Nice. How'd you do tonight? If you played. They go ahead and opt. O2 drop. Unfortunate. That's never fun. But she got to go home early, right? Sometimes that's a good thing during the week. Other times you really want to play Magic. And just fun, not fun. All right, a crab. Go ahead and crab here. Hope they don't have the counterspell. Haha, no counterspell. Come home early and play some more MTG leagues. There you go. Show me that you have path push. Just do me dirty like that. Okay, they don't. This tapped. Mill them for 3. There goes our crab. 31 left in deck. We need this Tasha's to hit for 17. Don't think that's happening. We're going to try to resolve Tasha's first. So this turn, if we go Tasha's, and they only have 2 up, they would have to have exactly counterspell. Instead, if we go crab, we then have a cycled fractured sanity. It's a mill for 7. It's not terrible. If this gets countered, it gets countered. That's fine. Because now we can go field pass and cycle the sanity at the end of their turn. Because who doesn't like uncounterable mill effects? Not a massive amount. That's a pretty good hit, though. Cryptic snap. Drown. Well, now I like holding up drown. Because now we can go cycle and drown if they try to do something. If they don't, we just cycle. Milfroar. Plains kind of spelled Dovin's Veto. Another mill for 4. Yes, please. Hey, hit a Teferi hero. And a land. Okay. They're at 16. We've hit a lot of their big cards. So we've hit... There's one Archmage's Charm left. 1 Cryptic. Probably 0 Teferis. Probably 2 Jaces. So I don't think this Tasha's is enough yet. So let's try to crab. Crab, land drop. There's one Jace. Paying costs. What are we trying to do here? Prismatic ending, huh? Well, let's go ahead and try to shut you off of white, I guess. Now they've got 8 cards. I have a feeling I can get Tasha's to hit for 8. They've got 3 in hand. Tasha's. Cool. There we go. 4-1, baby. A solid result. I'm liking it. I'm sold on these tests of talents. I now need to pick up 2 before this weekend. Yeah, this list feels just phenomenal. I'm enjoying it. Mill is still doing Mill things.